Hello everybody, Roger says hey. So one of my more recent videos, the Guess the Country on the easy level, I really screwed up by saying that Poland was Bulgaria, and I knew better than that. I really did know better than that. I just had a brain fart and I couldn't think of the name. It just was not coming to mind. So I had some of you guys down in the comments saying because of that really dumb mistake, I owe you guys in Poland a video on Poland, so that's what we're gonna do today. Now, if you've been watching any of my videos on the on World War I or World War II, particularly the ones that I'm doing on Patreon, The World at War, which is a World War II documentary, I'm doing those episodes on Patreon, and I've done like the first 7 so far. And of course, Poland has been a heavy topic in that. And basically, I don't really understand the history of Poland, where it came from. In one of my recent videos, they said it was part of Eastern Russia. I think it was in the last World War I video I did. They said it was Polish Russia, which I thought meant that it was part of Russia at one point, and I thought Eastern Russia because that is Eastern, like that's the eastern part of Russia. But I think I misunderstood because a lot of you guys were kind of like upset that I would put Poland in Russia, so I guess I don't really understand what was going on. And I know that Poland was also part of like Germany in the past. I think it's just like a whole complicated thing that I don't understand. I looked up on YouTube kind of like a history of Poland thing. I was gonna do the geography now, but I think what we're gonna do is do the history of Poland first so I can get a better understanding of that, and then we'll eventually do the geography now portion of it. So the video that I found is called The Animated History of Poland. It has 9.6 million views, so I figured this would be probably a good one to start with. I don't really know anything about it or about this channel called Platig Image, if that's how you say it. I haven't watched the video, but just kind of seen little bits of it. It looks like a 3D animated, you know, thing. I have no idea if it's good. Anyway, hopefully this video will help set me straight a little bit on the history of Poland and kind of where it came from and, you know, how old it is and all of that stuff. So anyway, let's learn about the history of Poland. $800, $900 down there. Is this 80 CE? Polska. Of course, Europe looks way different. So Catholicism, 966. Tearing down pagan statues, I'm assuming. Christianity. Castles. 1000 Polish king. Are they invading Russia? What's going on? How do those arrows go through those wood shields like that? I know the arrows could do that. 1266. $1,300, $1,400. So everybody's happy we have a king now. That was a cool little effect. $1364 seems, is that an important year? So Poland is Polska, whatever, is flourishing right now. Oh, we have an evil king now? Battling with some other Germany area. See, this is where I need to learn about the Holy Roman Empire, because I have a feeling that these are just parts of the Holy Roman Empire that are warring with each other right now. That's kind of what I'm getting from this, maybe. Should we be moving into the Enlightenment kind of right here? Okay, I have to like pause this because it's going by way too fast. I don't see what's happening here. This area is kind of looks similar to the modern day Poland, the outlined area in the red. So they're saying that people are migrating from the city Krakow in Poland to these various areas in Europe. Okay. Okay, so kind of the Polish boundaries here. We have something on fire. Is this like a wildfire type thing, or does it represent war? War, okay. I guess with some Russian territory, maybe? 1683. You know what I'm getting? I don't know, maybe this is just this animation, but for 1683, these people look like they're still in the Middle Ages. The way that they're dressed, the way that the knights, you know, the soldiers looked like knights kind of still. I don't know if that's just the way this animation is doing it, or if that's for real, like how it was back then. Okay. Kind of new architecture coming in, 1800s. Okay, did that, like, this right here represent, like, peasants, like, feudalism type thing happening here? Is that what this is? This is a very, like, metaphoric animation. Not what I was expecting there to be, like, a narrator, like, taking me through this, and instead you're having to, like, piece a lot of this together. So probably not the best video to watch on the history of Poland right off, but it is giving me some idea for what's going on. So when I watch the next video on like the history of Poland, then I will have at least this overview to kind of like place things, I guess. Okay, so we have some empires or some countries. Again, I'm assuming this is all just part of like the Holy Roman Empire. These guys are wanting to look like invade the, I don't even know if they call it Poland, because I feel like Poland, was it called Poland at this point? It looks like it's still called Polska. Looks like they're wanting to invade. 1791. Is that like a constitution of some sort? And so they all, okay, they invade Poland, rip it apart into different territories. Okay, taking away slaves. Okay, that must be like a big, this guy right here, this must be a famous person in Polish history. He's doing something here. I don't know who he is or what he's doing. (1830). So this is post-Napoleon. Okay, so the arts are becoming big. Trains. Industrialization. Don't know. So we're getting another invasion from Russia, looks like. 1990. Okay, it's just World War One. World War One. Okay, so I'm kind of at this point right now in my World War One series that I'm doing. So Russia invades Poland here. This might spoil a little bit about what happens. Okay, building, shipbuilding. Cinema, maybe? So, like, the arts are becoming a thing again here? Okay, Hitler invading Poland. You guys have been invaded quite a bit, haven't you, in your history? My goodness. So Poland is split now between Russia and... Okay, we have prisoners of war. Or the... just prisoners. Concentration camps. They defeat Germany, become their own country again. Rebuilding. Become a nation again. Christianity becomes a focus, I guess. Much protests and riots going on. Government building a modern Poland. Wow, that's a cool image right there. Part of the European Union. What is this? Okay. Okay, well, as I said during the video, not what I was expecting. I was expecting, again, to have like a narrator telling me more about the history of Poland and kind of like telling me what I was looking at. So I didn't quite have that. But I have to say, though, that I really, like, this was an excellent video. A lot of work went into this. It was very dramatic and it definitely kept my attention all the way through. They're very kind of metaphoric as well. So you did have to kind of, I think, already know a little bit about the history of Poland to fully understand everything that they were showing in this. Although they did a good enough job to where I kind of, I think, understood the general gist of what was going on. But what I like about it too, that we don't quite always get in the videos where they narrate the history to you, is this really depicted more of like a real world view of things. With the 3D animation, they showed a lot of like just everyday people and stuff. So it did give me, I think, a better sense of like on the ground what things were like, which I really enjoyed that aspect of it. The music was fantastic. I can understand why this has 9.6 million views. Like, I wish every country kind of like had an animation like this. They would be really fun to watch. Anyway, I'm sure a lot of you guys can fill in the gaps for me down in the comments below, and I will watch another history of Poland. So if you guys want to recommend what a really good one would be for me to watch next, please do that for me. Also, a quick reminder to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. If you enjoy my videos in general, I would certainly appreciate it. Also, the links to all of my social media, Discord, and Patreon are in the description below and the pinned comment if you're interested in any of that stuff. Roger here, and I thank you guys for watching as always. Stay tuned for more coming up on Poland and, you know, other countries, and we will see you next time.